is that for most women, right, you really have to take hold of your life. You have to take hold of your life. And the reason you have to take hold of your life is because the world has not imagined anything for you beyond being a mother and a maid.
Feeling so fine, dancing to the rhythm, like no one's watching in the night. The beat is pumping.
So, makeup is looking very rough. Skin is looking a little patchy, right? Am I allowed to say that, or is that too much self-criticism? Because there's no need to do that. There's no need to self-deprecate excessively. But we're here. We're here. Can you see my outfit? Can you see me? We're here. I'm in my hotel room. I am staying at the Okash City Boutique Hotel in Nairobi, Kenya. And the hotel is beautiful. The hotel is gorgeous. It is just exactly what I was going for. And it's funny because I'm wearing like the same top that I wore the last time I filmed a video like this, except the other time it was yellow. And what were we talking about in that video? Does anyone remember? We were talking about how you just need to do what you need to do in order to feel fabulous. You need to do whatever you need to do in order to live fabulous. You need to see what you want and say yes. You don't need to tell yourself why it can't happen and why it's unreasonable and why, well, I don't really know if that's a good idea. It's a brilliant idea because you feel excited about it. It's a brilliant idea because it's energizing you. It's a brilliant idea because you feel inspired. It's a brilliant idea because there's a version of you that's there that's like, honey, give me a little bit more of that, and can you, I don't know, put a strawberry on top? Thanks. And I've honestly had such an incredible trip, and the trip just started. Like, I just landed in Nairobi, Kenya. Maybe an hour or two ago. I flew from Heathrow to Kigali. That was my first time taking Rwanda Air. Flight had some turbulence. It didn't bother me. I wasn't crazy about the quality of the flight itself. It kind of looked like quite an old plane. I found that their domestic airline, or at least it's not domestic, because next I went from Kigali to Nairobi. That plane was a lot fresher and newer. But the food they served on board was nice. The flight attendants were incredibly polite and attentive. And I just met so many nice people. And I've always heard that Kenyans are nice. Like, I haven't met a mean Kenyan. I find that Kenyans are very calm. Speaking as a Nigerian, compared to Nigerians, I just feel like Kenyans have they're just chill people. Like, East Africans they don't be. It's, I don't know, it's balanced. It's balanced. I don't know. Not everything is on 10, which is okay, because we all need a crazy cousin, right? We all need that, that energy has a place and time, but it's kind of nice to go somewhere where it's like, it's live, but on a different vibration. Anyway, I'm so excited. I came into town because we are going to Nairobi Fashion Week this weekend. I'm going to walk in a show this weekend. I'm going partying this weekend. I'm going shopping this weekend. I am living my best life. We're getting fits. We're getting fits from designers in Kenya. That's one of the things I thought to myself, even though I didn't pack like it. Like, I packed as if I don't. Am I gonna have space for more? We'll have to make the space. But I packed with the intention of okay, I want to have space in order to bring back clothes from going to boutique shops and finding pieces that are just unique and have solid craftsmanship. And I went to this, because same thing with jewelry. Like, when I go and buy jewelry abroad, I remember the store, and I'm hoping to kind of do that from a clothing perspective here on this trip. I have been to a different fashion show. I've been to the Madrid fashion show, which is hosted by I think it's Mercedes-Benz, hosts that in Spain. And there are other fashion shows that I want to go to, like New York Fashion Show, maybe London. I find that it's always hard to get tickets that are open to the public. And I think there's a part of it that's about I'm using the word gatekeeping, but not in a defeated way or a negative language, but just more of, it's a lot more restrictive. And I think that's a part of this exclusivity of it, which Every market, you know, is operating with a different amount of attention and maybe value on a world stage. Granted, who built the stage and said who can be on it and whose resources did they take to even make the stage, that's a different conversation. Nonetheless, I'm so excited to be able to experience this show. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm speaking all of it into existence, that, you know, I'm gonna meet dope people. I've already met dope people. I met this really sweet girl on the plane, and we're gonna go shopping together. I'm just from top to bottom. Everyone that I met on the flight who I sat next to, kind, welcoming. I got my eSIM card. I have my eSIM card. I've checked into my hotel. Now all I need to do is take a shower because I smell like I've been traveling for 18 hours. It was an incredibly long journey going from Heathrow, but we made it here, and I'm excited for you, Alma. I'm excited for you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be cute, to be hot, to be young. And it was interesting. In the car, I was having a conversation with a girl that I met on the plane because she's like about 8 years younger than me. And it was interesting. Talked about like African women and when is the time to get married and when are you too old and these different things. And I noticed that I'm now entering that season of my life where I think that what's the word I'm looking for I noticed that like my interactions that I'm having with men in my late 20s are different from the ones that I had with them in my early 20s. And it doesn't feel like I'm running out of time, to be honest. It doesn't feel like I'm running out of time. It feels like there's more messaging about time being limited and about my value having an expiration date. And I'm like, I know you guys drank that Kool-Aid, but that doesn't work around here. Unfortunately for you, but fabulous for me, I intend to be magical until my last breath. So I just don't know what to tell you. The sauce isn't going bad. There are plenty of preservatives in here, and it's called magic. It's called the spirit. It's called the soul. It's called vitality. It's called just I don't know. It's just called fabulous. So and this is an aside, but I've tried to always avoid competitions based off of beauty, because I feel like, one, beauty is not even a social construct, but it really is, it's like fashion, right? There are looks and physiques and ways of being that go in and out depending on what an arbitrary few decide on, like what's in. Even though when you look at it, I'm like, this isn't even anything. Right, so beauty it's cultural, but it's even beyond being cultural. It's systematic. It's systematic, and it's pre-prescribed by individuals that don't necessarily look at women through a lens of humanity and give you your full humanity. And one thing I thought about the other day is that for most women, right, you really have to take hold of your life. You have to take hold of your life. And the reason you have to take hold of your life is because the world has not imagined anything for you beyond being a mother and a maid. Like they've looked at you and thought, what role will this person serve? And the only two positions they could think of are childbearing and labor. That was it. They couldn't think of you being a designer. They couldn't think of you growing designing gardens and arboretums. They couldn't think of you writing poetry. They couldn't think of you being in construction and being an architect. They didn't think of you behind the camera and telling stories. They didn't think of you, I'm thinking of someone running your own law firm. They didn't think of that. You have to think of that. And it's so easy when you are idle and you don't have time to think that, well, I guess the next thing I can do is to get married and have kids. And those are magical things. Those are magical, incredible things to do in this life. Like, this isn't me even discrediting that, but I'm saying, like, don't let your default be the program. think to yourself, who am I? What excites me? And with this life and these lives that I get to live, who do I want to be, right? And don't think of yourself as someone who's running short on time and I'm too late to go back to school, or I can't do this because I have kids, and I'm single, I don't have any kids. It's so easy for me to say all these things. My arms are so toned. Do you guys see that? Like, oh my gosh. And maybe it's, I don't know what it is. Probably the fasting. I might need to eat a little bit more. Anyway, imagine, write your story. Write your story. You have to write the story. You have to take the pen and write your story. Right now, if you feel, and if you write your story, why would you write a story where I'm running out of time and I'm gonna get old in 2 years? No one would wanna be with me because of X, Y, and Z. I'm not smart enough to do this. I have always wanted to go to this place, but it's not realistic. Why would you write that? Give me that pen. Give me that pen. Put this down. Sit down, get serious. Sit down, get serious and think. Sit down, get serious and think. Sit down, get serious, and let's get thinking. Let's get for real. Okay? No. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I can do it. I can end up on that stage. I can write that book. I can propagate this, plant that's never been before. I feel like there's a new way to approach that disease, right? Tell yourself you can do it. I can do it. I can get into that postdoc. I can land that internship. I'm beyond work. I don't even need to labor. I can support myself through music. I can be a designer. I can have a brand that people want to wear. I can sing. I can perform. I can swim. Maybe I can speed walk in the next Olympics. I don't care what you do. Dream and believe and go for it. Go for it. Go for it. If you're not going for it, what are you doing? If you're not going for it, what are you doing? And I get a lot of praise because of my academic achievements. I'm in a PhD program right now. I've always been very academically inclined, but that's easy for me, right? I feel like people are giving me praise for the thing that's easy for me, and it's socially acceptable, right? And that's why I get celebrated for that. There are other things that are more socially acceptable that I push back against because it's just not how I like to approach my life in that area. And so be you, dream big, be excited, take all of the energy, good, bad, whatever you want to describe it, it's energy. Let it flow through you. That way you can be a channel for it to come into reality, for it to come into the physical. If you thought it, it exists. If you thought it, you can see it. If you thought it, it's already here. Stay aligned, stay divine, stay fine. In Kenya, Nairobi, Mombasa, Lamu, whoever I'm going to find, hell, let's get ready to have a good time. Stay tuned.
Moving to the groove, feeling the rhythm, my body's in the mood with every step. I'm feeling so alive, just like the summer breeze. I'm ready.